Detroit! Detroit! Set!
Jackson on first down. Just keeping the play alive. Oh, he's good. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. That one goes for 36 yards.
Well, how about that adrenaline? First play of the game, and we have a catch that we're going to talk about probably the rest of this game and straight into the highlights.
Right out of the gate. What an effort. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Larry Ogunjobi coming up the middle, gets him there for a loss of about 9. So much for coming out throwing as it leads to an early 2nd down and long. Play action. It's Jackson rolling to his right. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
Now, I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And he's got speed. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. He got 29 yards that time. First red zone chance now for the Ravens. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. On the ground with their leading rusher from a season ago, it's Alex Collins. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there.
Hurry up, here we go.
They go play action now. Jackson, he'll buy some time right. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Evan Ingram, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 21. And it's a welcome back to health for last year's #1 pick. This is Dalvin Cook trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And he will find his big tight end over the middle. A very solid gain of 27. Baker Mayfield, obviously the #1 pick overall. That was controversial, though. What ultimately made the Browns go in his way?
Well, post-draft, I did hear a Browns executive talk about the efficacy of Baker Mayfield. In other words, how people...
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Terrell Suggs in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. They pitch it out to Cook. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
Now he's going to go deep down the left side. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
Here's Jones. It's a net of 40 there. A punt of 48 and a return of 8. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a switch.
Looking for Snead, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Travis Carey. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Lucky 56. Black 99 Philly, here we go.
Handoff comes to Cook. And a short gain down to about the 33. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker.
Now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
3rd and short yardage. Mayfield throwing left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. First connection there of the afternoon for those 2, and it's good for a first down.
Gone, 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 gone.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play. 2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Detroit! Detroit!
On 2nd down, Mayfield again. And incomplete.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front seven? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
And the Ravens taking the field. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. You got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Caught right side, it's Snead. That one goes for 24 yards.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
This quarterback now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39. Leopard, Leopard.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much running room. Down to the 32. The stop was made by Jannard Avery.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Open man right side is Ingram. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Third catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down. Play action. Now Jackson. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another first down.
I got kicked out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations. But a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down. An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on third and long.
Gun, 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 gun.
Jackson. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, and we didn't jinx him at all, did we? No. Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down. Mayfield on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Well, it's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. A give. This is Cook. And an alley to run. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. Two minutes to go here in the first half. More from Cleveland after this. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Right back to him on first down. And an alley to run. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Here's Mayfield. He'll find a man over the middle. It's Galladay. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be third down.
Pass complete. But no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball.
Get a completion.
You get a catch.
Yeah.
But still.
And he fires one that's intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick. There goes Green. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw, a free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field.
Detroit!
Back to it after the pick 6. Mayfield buying time to his left. Now he'll throw into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And the return across midfield into the 46-yard line. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing, because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
A really nice gain of 25 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. The Raven passing game getting in sync, another first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Evan Ingram was the intended target, and it's second down. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play, as we'll get a timeout, as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. The Ravens on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And did he get the feet down? No, they'll say he did not. It's incomplete. The Browns D locked in on third down, brings up 4th. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal, because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
And he'll get across the 20, but only to about the 22-yard line. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Ravens out in front. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
A second down throw for Mayfield. Man open, that's Damian Ratley. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. The reception good for 7. It's third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Mayfield to throw it. He's got his tight end, Njoku. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down. A first down throw for Mayfield. Underneath for Johnson. Able to corral him right at the midfield stripe following that sparkling display of footwork we saw. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll make it a second down. A toss to Cook. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. First and 10. Mayfield finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. Second and 3. They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
The best offenses and the ones that win are ones that make adjustments. And right now, I think this team needs to open things up.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 6. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. And for the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this 3rd quarter, so time to retool a bit.
And probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them back to really playing hard.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. They go to Johnson again. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Back 99, Philly, here we go.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. And he took that in one-handed. What a grab. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Duke Johnson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns are back within a score.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it works very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Drops it underneath for Collins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore 1st down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Trying to get it to Willie Snead there. And that'll bring up second down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
To throw is Jackson. To throw again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And now running right through it. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody has that ability, they want them on their team.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Second down, Jackson. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Now, the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
Dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
John Harbaugh going to roll the dice. They're going for it on 4th down. They come out here in the eye.
Watch him now, Barney, Barney.
And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter.
Check, 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 check.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. On the give, this is Collins running left. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. Able to convert on 4th to bring up 1st and goal. That's a big 3 yards right there. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Trying to punch it in with Collins. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Collins, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Throwing, Mayfield. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And they're going to have this this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. A big play that time for Cleveland. 69 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. A first down carry here for Johnson. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in on the stop.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Now a second down throw for Mayfield. Dumping it off for Johnson. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here. So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space for the...
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. That's now a 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll be a 2nd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
Lucky 56.
On 2nd down, Collins. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
Now Jackson on 2nd down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 7 yards on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try and run forward with Collins. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. Where is this play going? Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep and intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. On 2nd down, Mayfield again. And his throw here's incomplete. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Mayfield. Now a desperation throw deep down. He's got him in. Complete. A gain of 39 that time. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best.
And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as he'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. Mayfield to throw. Forced out to his left. He's going to let it fly. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Terrell Suggs in there for a milestone sack as it moves him past Hall of Famer Lawrence Taylor, who finished his career with 132.5. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Ravens are looking like they're going to come away with a victory. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. Getting down to the end here, they have a 2-score lead. Barely, but it's a 2-score lead, so that probably makes you as a coach feel a lot more comfortable right now, doesn't it, Charles?
It does, but it doesn't mean now you go out and run option or some kind of wild double reverse or anything.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. And the young buck showing that ability, that agility to dance outside of the pocket, complete the deep ball.
And don't think for a second that the coaching staff didn't have their heart rate accelerate a little bit there, right? Anytime you have those young quarterbacks and they get outside of the pocket, you're just hoping that they make good decisions because so many things can happen that can go wrong when you throw it downfield like that. He got away with it there and in a big way.
It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it in.
Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Hayden Hurst with his first career NFL touchdown, and the Ravens will extend their lead. Tucker with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. And the Browns getting set to go. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Now a handoff. Johnson. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. 8 yards on the run there, and that leaves him with third and just a couple. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Mayfield on 3rd and 2. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off around the 27. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. Eluding the pressure, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.